Hello and welcome to A Bit of Everything, Film Trivia, the ultimate quiz that transcends screens and reality. Whether you're commuting on the train, cruising in your car, or just chilling with friends, you can play along and test your cinematic knowledge. In each episode, we'll center our focus on a specific movie. Brace yourself for the challenge with 4 intriguing categories. General knowledge packed with 20 questions, behind the scenes revealing 10 captivating insights, real world featuring 5 questions to test your worldly wisdom, and to keep you on your toes, the grand final will be a Who Am I category. Remember to be quick on your feet. I'll give you about 5 seconds to ponder before revealing the answers. I'm Rebel Rune, and this is A Bit of Everything, Film Trivia. Let the games begin. Great Scott! This episode, we're travelling back in time to look at the 1985 sci-fi comedy Back to the Future.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style?
Alright, let's jump into it with our first category, General Knowledge. What was the name of Marty's band? The Pinheads. What brand of truck was it that Marty was obsessed with? Toyota. What nationality were the terrorists who shot Doc Brown? Libyans. What speed did the DeLorean need to reach in order to begin time travel? 88 miles an hour. What did Doc Brown hit his head on when he invented the flux capacitor? The sink in his toilet. What was the name of Doc Brown's dog in 1985? Einstein. What date did Marty McFly travel from? October 26, 1985. What date did Marty McFly travel back to? November 5, 1955. The device Doc wears when we first see him in 1955, what was it supposed to be able to do? Read other people's minds. What was the name of the shopping mall car park where Doc and Marty meet at the beginning of the movie? Twin Pines Mall. What was the theme of the dance at the end of the movie? Enchantment Under the Sea. What was the name of the song that is playing as Marty begins to disappear? Earth Angel. What was the name of the town where Back to the Future was set? Hill Valley. What was the name of the song performed by Huey Lewis and the News that featured predominantly throughout the movie? Power of Love. Exactly how many days, hours, and minutes did Marty stay in 1955? 7 days, 16 hours, and 4 minutes. To make George McFly think he's seeing an alien visitor, who does Marty dress up as? Darth Vader, an extraterrestrial from the planet Vulcan. How much power does the DeLorean time machine need? 1.21 gigawatts. What does the school teacher announce over the megaphone to Marty's band at the Battle of the Bands concert? Hold it, fellas, I'm afraid you're too darn loud. Whose farm does Marty crash into when he first arrives in the past? Old Man Peabody. In 1955, people keep referring to Marty as a member of which military division? The Coast Guard. Alright, how did you do in that round? Time to jump into behind the scenes. Who composed the soundtrack for Back to the Future? Alan Silvestri. Why does Doc have a distinctive hunched over look in the film? It was to compensate for the height difference between Christopher Lloyd, standing at over 6 foot, and Michael J. Fox, who stood at only 5'5", on a tall day. What was the name of the animal that was replaced by Einstein in the script? A chimp named Shep. But Sidney Seinberg requested it be changed to a dog because he claimed no movie that featured a chimpanzee ever made any money. Who directed the film? Robert Zemeckis. True or false? The song Power of Love by Huey Lewis and the News never hit number 1 despite the song's popularity thanks to the movie. False. The song hit number 1 in several countries around the world. Who played Biff Tannen? The very talented Tom Wilson. Approximately how much did the film gross worldwide? Over $381 million, making it one of the highest grossing films of 1985. What was the original time machine intended to be? A refrigerator. I'm trying really hard to imagine it. No. What TV show did Michael J. Fox have to balance filming the movie with? Family Ties. True or false? Ronald Reagan was not impressed that the gag was made about him in the movie. False. Apparently Ronald Reagan was quite amused by Doc Brown's disbelief that an actor like him could become president. He also seemed to enjoy it so much that he even made a direct reference of the film in his 1986 State of the Union address. Quote, "As they said in the film Back to the Future, where we're going, we don't need no roads." So, how'd you do in that round? Jumping straight into real world. How many times was the screenplay for Back to the Future rejected? 44 times. Columbia said it was too sweet. Universal originally said time travel movies don't make any money. And Disney said it was too incestuous. True or false? The movie was almost not called Back to the Future. True. It's unimaginable now, but the movie could have been called Spaceman from Pluto. Thankfully, Spielberg stepped in. If you want to know more, it's quite a funny story. Go and check it out. Who was originally cast as Marty McFly? Eric Stoltz. Filming started with Stoltz as Marty, but there were issues almost immediately, with Zemeckis feeling they weren't really getting the laughs the movie needed. True or false? Bob Gale based the idea for the film on a prom photo. False. He based it on one of his dad's high school yearbooks that he found at his parents' house. He'd wondered if they would have been friends had they known each other when they were both 17. It's pretty sweet. Who was Jennifer, Marty's girlfriend, nearly portrayed by? Melora Hardin. You may know her as Jan from The Office. When Stoltz was replaced with the 5'5" Michael J. Fox, there were concerns about her being considerably taller than her new on-screen beau. That's it for that category. And last but not least, who am I? I was born May 31, 1961 in Rochester, Minnesota to Barbara and Cliff. I started studies in ballet when I was young and was dancing professionally by age 14, winning a scholarship to the San Francisco Ballet, the Pennsylvania Ballet, and the American Ballet Theatre. I changed my focus to acting and moved to New York at age 20. I appeared in a number of Burger King advertisements in the 90s with Sarah Michelle Gellar and Elizabeth Shue. I made my movie debut in 1983 with Jaws 3D. I had roles in All the Right Moves, 1983, Red Dawn, 1984, and The Wildlife 1984 before being cast in Back to the Future. I am Leah Thompson, who played Lorraine Baines McFly, Marty's mum. Did you know who it was? Well, that's it for this episode. Thanks for pulling up the DeLorean and taking time to test your knowledge. Don't forget to subscribe to catch every episode and follow on the socials at Rebel Room Co. If you want to request a movie or TV show for me to focus on, or let me know some additional facts or trivia that I might have missed, send me an email at rebelroomco@gmail.com. May your popcorn be perfectly buttered and your remote always be within reach. Stay real, stay trivia savvy, and keep the credits rolling. Until next time, create mayhem.